Hey, we are back, and it's time for Flight Simulator, and this time we're trying something brand new. We're going to be using the Cessna 172 G1000 on amphibious floats. We're going to be trying some float ops today. Click the G1000. Let's see. Skis? No. Floats? Yes. Rent municipal. Look at that. There we go. It says runway 16 and so feet of asphalt. We are not going to do that. We are going to depart. We're just going to taxi right down here on the ramp, and we're going to go ahead and plunk our aircraft right in the water. And then we're going to get ready for takeoff. Take off here to the west, and then fly right up Lake Washington. Here to Kenmore Air Harbor Seaplane Base, where we will arrive. Runway 16. We'll do a left-hand pattern and land to the south. Lots to seaplane operations. It's not a simple thing at all. There's so much to learn. I'm just barely getting started, but I wanted to get the feel of what it might be like.
Altimeter
Clear prop.
29.5. Visual runway 16 in use. Landing and departing runway 16.
There we go. All right, flaps up. 1, 2, 3. Avionics on.
All aircraft read back hold.
Put ourselves right into the water. Slow it on down. Brake and dunk. There we go. Look at that. Go ahead and put the gear up. Put the water rudder down. Water rudder is extended. We want RPMs to be pretty low, about 800 when we're taxiing like this, unless we want to plow taxi, which you normally don't want to do. Okay, we're going to go over this weird little glitch in the matrix here. Sit tight. Wow, we actually bounced off it. Okay, fine. What happens if I put my gear down? Lift me over it? Yeah, sure. That's how it works. Alright, gear is secured. 1-4 almost directly behind me. It's going to be a little bit rough. Start us moving forward. Put the water rudder down. Keep that yoke all the way up. All the way back. Lift the nose out. You can feel it. There. Oops. Okay, now we bring it back. Oh god, we bring it back down. That was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Okay, we're looking. Oh boy. I was like flying straight out of hee-haw. That you want to stay at 800 feet MSL until you're out of Boeing's airspace, which is going to be north of the I-90 bridge. So we'll just kind of keep flying like this. And you want to stay over the water. You don't want to be flying, for noise abatement procedures, you don't want to be flying over any inhabited areas. So we're going to make a right turn. Stay in the channel. Staying over the water. And staying below 800 feet MSL. Go ahead and sink back down there so we can see. And there's Seattle. And over there's Bellevue. So let's go ahead and take it up to 1500. That's a safe altitude. And that still keeps us out of the class Bravo. I'm going to go ahead and set my altitude. Yep, 1500. I'll set my heading bug. Full power. And climb. And climb at 1500. We're 6 miles from the seaplane base, so let's go ahead and call in.
Sierra 60 traffic Cessna November 6th Street 78 Mike 6 miles south 1,500 feet inbound to land runway 16.
So we're essentially on the downwind for 16 here. You can see where we're going to land. We're going to come right down this nice patch of water here. Easy enough. Alright. Alright, fuel selector is both. Fuel valve is in. Mixture is rich. Flaps are up. Lights. Let's do landing and strobe. That was my bad. Lights is required. Master is on. Keys are in both. Still got plenty of gas. Seatbelts fastened before landing checklist is complete. We'll go ahead and call we're on the downwind leg here.
Sierra 60 traffic Cessna November 6378 Mike is on downwind runway 16.
Pattern altitude of 1,000 feet will be alright. Provided it's not too... the trees here aren't too tall. Alright, I'm going to call that basically we're at the numbers, so it's going to be first notch of flaps. And we're going to do a left turn and come around to base. At this point we should expect to start descending. That's what we want. Alright, there's the base.
Sierra 60 traffic Cessna November 6378 Mike is on base runway 16.
Alright, we're looking there, we're looking to see, make sure we're lined up for landing, so let's take that left turn. Flaps down to 30 degrees. Make sure that water rudder is secured. It is. Make sure the gear is up. It is. Go ahead and throttle back to idle. Flaps up. Acknowledge the gear advisory. Water rudder is extended. We'll go ahead and take off. We'll fly back to Renton and then we'll land at Renton using the wheels. You can see we got 2.5 nautical miles until things really curve and bend there, so that's a good amount of distance. That's 10,000 feet at least, so that ought to do just fine. Alright, so again, what we do here is we got the flaps set that way we want it. I'm going to go ahead and lift up the, lower the water rudder. We're going to go ahead and fire up the engines here. We're going to pull back. As soon as the nose stops rising, you go ahead and push it forward just a little bit to put the airplane on the step. Okay. It's porpoising quite a bit, which is kind of bad, but there we go. Alright, 55. Bring it nice and gentle out of the water. And we're away. There's that old hee-haw machine again. Alright, so what do we have ahead of us here? And set heading mode and head for Factoria Mall. Look around here, I've got Carillon Point, Kirkland. Beautiful. And this is the communities of Yarrow Point and Hunts Point. A little bit of money over there, just saying. Sure, everything's good here. We still got enough fuel. We do. Both in, rich, up, lights, keys, master, seat belts. Before landing checklist is complete. Go ahead and pull the throttle back just a little bit more. I got a water filtration plant or something, it kind of looks like. Maybe, or a prison, I don't know. I don't know what the heck that is, but I see a ball field. There's the water tower. Right there, that's the water tower. That thing is ugly. All right, here we go. And so we're gonna go ahead and throttle down. We're gonna go ahead and fly KRNT now. Bring it down to pattern altitude, get down to pattern speed. Turn onto the downwind as we do that. There's pattern altitude right there. And we're turning to make sure we're at the reciprocal runway heading. We are. And there's the numbers, 3-4, that's flaps down to 10 and gear down. Don't forget that, please. Alright, gear is extending. We're watching, make sure that we got 4 greens. We do. Kicking some rudder here, and we're turning right base, runway 34. Flaps to 20 degrees. We need to be losing some altitude here. We are still way too high. Go ahead and bring the throttle back to idle. And all of a sudden the weather just changed. That's pretty cool. And by that I mean it's terrifying. And right turn onto final, flaps to 30 degrees. We overshot a little bit, but that's alright. We got what looks to me like a jet slowly creeping onto the runway here. We better get the hell out of here. We're going around, flaps up 1 degree already. I'm going to get out of his flight lane here. I'm not going to fly this runway. Gear up. We're going to land this thing on the water. We're going to land West Channel. Oh, come on, man. You'll see me doing that to you. 116 magnetic. We'll set that heading. I'm going to go ahead and turn downwind 116. We'll cut our throttles a little bit. Try to do a little noise abatement here for these nice folks. And we want to get down, way down. We never broke 2,000, which I think was the Class D, or the Class Bravo shelf here, so thank goodness for that. Left turn, come around for base. And we're at pattern altitude. We want to watch that altitude still come down. And I want speed below 85 so I can bring my flaps down. That looks good. Okay, now 500 feet above the terrain. We're going to turn onto the bug. Okay, we're on the bug. Dude, I'm trying to... Be like water, be like water, be like water. Okay. Go ahead and idle. Nose high. Keep that aft. Flaps all the way up. At this point, we're just a boat. I'd like to see you try that, Schougy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no. Yeah, well. Fly this. Yo ho ho. A pirate's life for me. Oh, there was that weird Inception hole in the world thing. Throttle back a little bit, and it's time for gear down. So the gear are now coming down, and at some point they'll engage with the ground as we come up.
Gears down for runway landing.
Well, that's kind of the point.
Gears down for runway landing.
Oh good, look who's here to
Down for
welcome
runway
me.
landing.
Nice to see ya.
Gears down for runway landing.
And
Gears down for runway landing.
up onto the land.
Gears down for runway landing.
Ah!
Gears down for runway landing.
Oh, that was cool. You do you, big guy. What? Got the parking brake set. Avionics off. All lights except beacon off. Throttle to idle. And mixture to idle cutoff. Magnetos off. Master off.